and Cordelia. What was up with those two? The possibilities drive me mad, or the lack thereof. Find out about their deaths. Okay. Dang, we still got an intact bed.
She was married.
Always. My love.
That sounds nice. I'd like that.
So October
Always.
15th, 1819.
Coleridge. His words get me every time.
I wandered lonely as a cloud.
That floats on high o'er vales and hills. That's Wordsworth.
I like him better.
Okay, the rhyme of the ancient mariner in 7 parts. It is an ancient mariner, and he stoppeth one of 3 by thy long grey beard and glittering eye. Now wherefore stoppest thou me? The bridegroom's doors are opened wide, and I am next of kin. The guests are met, the feast is set, mayest hear the merry din. He holds him with his skinny hand. There was a ship, quoth he. Hold off, unhand me, grey-beard loon. Eftsoons his hand dropped he. I have no idea if I even said any of that right, but, you know, I'm not very good at the whole, you know, thy.
I remember Nora on that beach.
Oh, what
with
is
her daughter,
this?
Pixie.
It was their home.
What are you thinking?
It's so weird that you're in my head, but you can't know what I'm thinking.
Right?
You should be glad. So, what's on your mind?
That lock of hair, the journal, Nora. Let's say Nora.
Nora. She was married. Yet she's always alone. There's no trace of her husband.
We already knew that, didn't we? She said as much in the picnic.
Yeah, but why?
Right. But that's not the point. Who is that man?
We must have come across his name somewhere.
Someone from the islands?
Not necessarily. There weren't many, but some came from the mainland. Why is there no trace of him at Nora's?
I'd ban him from my life if he'd left me.
No need to be mad at me. I'm not going anywhere.
She's got some issues. That's why they all say.
I know. I'm sorry.
I think she might have a little bit of some abandonment thing going on.
Pixie. She's Nora's daughter. And Cordelia Crown is Nora's mother.
Right.
So Pixie,
She's the granddaughter of Cordelia Crown.
the
Right.
girl's a crown.
Right. I think we already knew that though, or at least I did. I guess they're just now putting it together. I did not see this before, so this is new. Always. It seems kind of a long time. Will someone ever love me for always? I can't imagine. I didn't miss anything in there, did I? Because there seems to be like another whole page that's just kind of empty. I'm just gonna walk back through here real quick. Oh, there's like nothing else. Okay. Well, guess we'll head on this way. Have to check the outhouse. You just never know. Alright. It is just so pretty. Alright, are we climbing? This is a different mechanism here. I like it though. Adding some climbing features in here. Makes it a little bit more realistic, I think. The Three Sisters. Ah, oh. Where's the footprints? There they are.
I love you, Tig. You know that.
Who's Tig?
You and me, we're both fighters. So you're gonna have to be strong without me. You're gonna have to keep watch. Make sure no one enters this beach without me knowing about it, okay? Might be Daddy. And I might not be here. And I can't miss him. I can't not talk to him, or he might leave again. But if I tell him I love him, if I tell him I'm sorry, then he'll stay. I know he will. Okay, Tig? I'll be back before nightfall, so you're not alone. I know you're scared of the dark.
My goodness. Alright. So it's little
Josh,
Tigger.
it's Tig.
She loved that stuffed animal so much.
I had a soft dog like that.
That's
I would
so
hug
cute.
it every night, needing its little head on my chest to fall asleep. I still have it on my boat.
I seen it.
What was she looking for?
For her father.
I used to draw maps like these, of imaginary worlds with fairies and mermaids.
Why did you stop?
I had to grow up.
Black bell. Horses. Sheep. The lighthouse. Mom. My cave. Nana. Yeah. You don't think, now I haven't calculated all the time eras here, but you don't think that Josh is Pixie's dad, do you? I don't know. My brain is kind of going crazy.
I love this. I wish I had a necklace like that.
It's missing a
Maybe
shell.
someday, when you're all grown up.
Oh, this is interesting.
She really did picture herself as a true detective.
September the 14th, 1831. Went to Little Rogue again today. How I love walking along the shore. I found 3 perfect shells, but this time I was there on business. Interview with Mr. Cogswell. I wanted to talk to Mr. Cogswell alone, so he came to meet me at Little Rogue near Land's End, where no one could see us. He promises not to tell Mother I came unsupervised. Notes taken during my conversation. According to Mr. Cogswell, my father loved the islands and my mother, but I am unsure if he is saying that just to make me feel better. He says he does not know why my father left, but he hints that maybe my father was involved in something he shouldn't have been. He refused to say more. I will need to investigate further. Maybe a trip to Dark Rogue. There are stories of old pirates and smuggler gangs. He also says my uncle knew my father far better than anyone. I don't understand why Uncle Callum would talk about my father then. Is he sad, or does he know more than he likes to say? Tomorrow I am off to Dark Rogue. I don't care what Uncle Callum says. If the Dark Road is no place for a lady, he should not have given me the pixie dust. I am a detective, and there has to be a clue there, so I must go. I only need to be sure nobody sees me set sail, or they'll tell Mom or Nana. So she says Uncle Callum. I am honestly starting to think that Josh is Pixie's father and Callum was his brother. And that makes sense why they were both at the bar.
Is this a backpack?
Shoulder bag, used specifically when hiking.
Looks like she did a lot of that.
Oh, that's cute. I like it. Alright, let's look at our journal. I love you, Tig. Nothing will bring her down. I need a pair of these. I always feel like there's something I need to see. Something far in the distance, just out of reach. What was that girl looking for? Okay.
She
All
reminds me
right.
of you.
She's nothing like me.
I seen this before the footsteps started.
1st of July 1941. My sweet Elfins. Today I found a letter from a young girl called Pixie, whose father left the islands many years ago. She is filled with longing and searches for him continuously. How her story broke my heart. Have I caused you, my daughters, such immense sorrow? Am I the cause for tears? I too sailed away and left you behind. Know that leaving you was the hardest thing I've ever done. Know that my love for you is the one thing that keeps me strong. There's nothing I can say to make it right. I just hope you forgive me. And in truth, I hope you've forgotten me, so that I do not bring you such sorrow. Your loving father.
I don't believe this guy.
He's a man with regrets.
Unable to fix his mistakes. You like him?
I get him.
What? I'm just, my mind is like going in so many different directions. What if he is Pixie's father? What if he was killed or had some freak accident because he was involved in some bad crap that was going on with these dang smugglers? And of course, you know, Nora and Pixie just thought that he just up and left, but he didn't. And then I think that maybe that's why his spirit is so unsettled. He probably needs to reunite with his family to make him be at peace. That's kind of the theory that I'm going for right now. I could be totally off, but you know, one can hope. This does not look stable. This is a dang ladder. Boy.
I just don't understand why she kept looking for her dad.
Because she believed.
Yeah.
In him? Isn't there anything you ever believed in? With your whole heart?
I believed in Santa Claus, and he never came after my mom died.
Oh, let's try that again. She definitely, I feel like O'Reilly has some abandonment issues a little bit. I don't know.
Oh my god,
Good
it's
God.
her.
Hello?
Why are you here?
I'm not sure.
Well, hello to you too.
I saw you leaping about on the beach. Why?
A storm dragged me here. I didn't choose this.
You could have left by now. You don't carry any sleeping bags or bedrolls. You're not prepared for this. What are you plotting?
I see. You expect answers. Let me ask you a question instead.
I'm more interested
Why
in...
are
Oh,
you here?
shoot. I really
I
wanted
live
to know who she is. You want to stay, technically. Well, yeah, she does kind of.
I get that. But why would you want to stay here?
I've climbed every cliff, camped on every bit of land that's not bog. I started that school, taught those children to read and write.
Parker?
This is where I belong. I live here.
You're Beatrice Parker.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Then maybe you know this guy that I know.
Who's he?
The ghost inside my head. I know it sounds crazy, saying it out loud like that.
Significantly.
Can you help me help him?
Nora.
I think I need to find Nora Crown.
She's dead, honey.
Well, so
I
are
know
you?
that. It's about the Crown family. I want to know about them.
But if it's their home you're looking for, you should try the lodge on Little Rogue.
Thank you.
One word of advice. Don't trust that ghost of yours. I used to know everybody here. And I've never heard of him. Goodbye.
See, that's what I'm worried about, too, from that audio tape. Because it was like, don't trust him, like he's evil. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't know what to think now. I'm so confused. But we obviously know there was a Josh that did exist. Obviously. Alright, so I can't go in there. Can I have a little peeks? Can I have a little peeks of what's in there? Sorry. Wait. school? Oh my god, it is. It's just the backside of the dang school. Wow, we made a loop-de-loop, didn't we?
Well, at least this time she said goodbye.
She's
Yep.
not making much sense, is she?
Yeah, like, why shouldn't I trust you? I didn't even tell her your name. She can't know you.
She must really not like me.
Why is that?
Pee in her litter box? Oh, no. Or pee in her litter box. I said litter box.
Do something
Like
to
she's a
her?
cat.
You don't believe her, right?
Of course I don't. It's just that I don't know a whole lot about you.
You do.
I only know what you tell me. There's hardly anything about you on this island. Let's just keep going and see what's on Little Rogue. We have yet to find you.
That's pretty true. Alright, well, I guess we shall check this out. Before I go that way, though, I kind of want to check over here. Just out of... I was about to say, just out of curiosity. You know what? I'm so glad I did. Alright, here we go.
28th of October 1942. My dear little Elfins. Some days I wish I had died in the war. I wish I could just put the past away. But it haunts me. Carrie hates it when I talk like that. But I feel like I'm a broken record. Saying and doing the same things over and over again. If only I could lift the needle and play a different tune. I'd love to dance to the song where I was home with you and never set out for war to begin with. I'm tired and want to leave here and finally come home. I keep trying to help Josh, but there are no answers. Nothing makes sense. None of it. I wish I'd never gone to the lodge. I must make this one short. I promised Carrie I would be by for dinner. I don't know why she puts up with me, but I'd be lost without her. Love you, and wish I could see your faces once again. Your father.
Wow.
Been to the lodge.
And you want to go too?
Yes.
Yes.
Go see what he saw. If you stop and think for a minute, you'd see it makes sense.
I mean, it really does. I mean, I feel like something definitely bad happened, but yeah, I wanna piece together the story. So definitely a lot of this has been, or is now, underwater. Not sure which way to go, to be honest. I guess I need to check out this house first. Alright. Is it a house or a jail? Alright, rap sheet, yep.
Callum Compton.
I remember him. He was up on Scruff's investigation wall.
Yeah, he sure was. He was involved in a lot more than that. Alright. This was when? October the 1st, 1817. Illegal distillation of high-proof spirits. So, yeah. I guess they were smuggling in alcohol. Special Constable Dylan Sprouse. Yesterday, I apprehended Mr. Compton for illegal distillation of high-proof spirits. However, before the arrest, Mr. Compton's distilling apparatus caught fire and the small shack used for said illicit activity was burnt to ashes. His penalty was he was tried but let off with merely a warning on the grounds that there was no liquor in evidence to support the seriousness of the charge. And then this is June 14th. Illegal poaching attempt, 1814. Okay. The accused was found guilty of illegally poaching attempts on the premises of the Griffiths family. On Mrs. Griffith's request, Mr. Compton was released without charges on his promise to cease any future poaching attempts in the area. She was willing to show mercy in honor of Mr. Compton's mother and her friend who died while out poaching for her sons. Oh my goodness, stealing of tobacco. It was just like every few months he had something. Okay. Victim, Thomas Baker. It says the accused was caught red-handed trying to steal a pouch of tobacco from Mr. Baker's grocery store. The accused was sentenced to pay a fine of 12p to Mr. Baker. As the accused didn't have such money at his disposal, both parties agreed on payment of 2p per month. I mean, I think that's pretty good. Oh, there's another page. Oh boy, March 6, 1813, bar fight. Oh, okay. Witnesses Henry and Thaddeus. Henry. Oh, Henry Clinch Sr., but the victim was Junior. Okay. The accused was found guilty of picking a fight with the victim over a game of dice. During the game, Mr. Compton accused Mr. Clinch Jr. of cheating. However, no evidence was found that Mr. Clinch Jr. had indulged in cheating, as his father, Mr. Henry Clinch Sr., stood witness to the entire game. According to said father, it was Mr. Compton himself who cheated once Mr. Compton knew there was no way for him to win the game. Mr. Clinch Sr.'s testimony was backed up by Mr. Thaddeus, cook, owner of Black Bell. Mr. Compton was sentenced to 2 weeks of gardening in service of the Clinch family. See, why didn't they mention Josh in this? Because the newspaper article did. Alright, fight in Docking Bay 4, May 24th, 1813. We have a huge brawl erupted today at the docks after Mr. Compton was denied access to unload cargo from Mr. Watson's fishing vessel, the Nimrod. Mr. Watson claimed Mr. Compton was working in cahoots with Mr. Reginald Shaw, captain of the rival fishing vessel, the Flying Spur. Mr. Watson accused Mr. Compton of deliberately sabotaging and thus delaying the Nimrod's departure on multiple occasions. The reason for the sabotage, according to Mr. Watson, was so Mr. Shaw could beat Mr. Watson to the Roe's richest fishing grounds just offshore. Witnesses were especially descriptive of Mr. Compton's angry demeanor, calling him a feral savage who should be put in chains for everyone's sake. And then his penalty, he was denied access to the docks for 1 month and permanent denial of access to the Nimrod. Oh boy. Alright. That was quite a bit of info, but good info. And that's just the same thing. Oh, we got more bottles.
More of these bottles.
I think,
Contraband.
yep.
We were all distilling it.
Liquor?
Whiskey.
Yep. So that was all of the illegal bottles, which is, we found one in the house too. Okay, nothing here. Don't see anything. Oh, we got something.
Is this Archie?
Archibald O'Sullivan, yeah. I didn't know he had a record.
He was a criminal.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, got stuff on the back too. Okay. Public intoxication at Stillwater Cove, December 13th, 1820. Let's see. Mr. Bethelbert reported she witnessed Mr. O'Sullivan stumbling upon Stillwater Cove in a seriously inebriated state. She reported as much to me more out of worry than anger. She insisted I mention this in my report. When I went out to search for Mr. O'Sullivan, he lay passed out in his boat. And then he was released without charges. Another public intoxication at the Black Bell, February 16th, 1821. Mr. O'Sullivan was thrown out of the Black Bell today as he had become overly intoxicated and started harassing the clients. And his penalty is denied access to the Black Bell indefinitely. Oh, I'm sure that made him very happy. And then, what is this? January the 29th, 1826. I received the body of... Wait, what? I received the body of the deceased, Mr. Sullivan, into my presence. The deceased was 58 years of age. Cause of death was determined as death by intoxication. The deceased was found drifting near his boat in Stillwater Cove. There were no signs of a struggle. Well, no offense, but like, if you're drunk off your butt, how well do you think that you could, like, fight for your life if someone was trying to kill you? Like, Don't know. There could be some foul play there. And what is this? Special Constable Dylan Sprouse. Constable. Fire on Little Rogue. June 19th, 1833. A fire consumed the lodge, the Crown's family's estate located on Little Rogue. 2 persons perished in the fire. Mrs. Cordelia Crown and Mr. Callum Compton. Both bodies were found in the upper drawing room. It is unclear what business Mr. Compton had upon the premises. The search revealed no valid source of the fire, indicating the possibility of arson. Supporting this claim is the fact that the upper drawing room door was blocked from the outside. Further investigation is needed. Currently, the only suspect is Mr. Cook, and he and Mr. Compton have a long history of violent disputes. And I guess that's it. Yep. Interesting. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, okay, I didn't miss anything with that. I got to try and make sure that I'm looking for those arrows to the side. Alright. Oh, I was like, what is this? Like, what? This is one weird looking bookshelf, and I realized that this actually would come down and cover. Alrighty.
Josh,
Okay.
look. Pages have been torn out.
Scruff.
Yeah. This is where we got those notes from.
From Constable
Oh.
Sprouse.
Okay. So Dylan Sprouse, 18th of September 1888. As Constable Wilford has shown no interest in opening an investigation into smuggling activities, I have taken it upon myself to do so. My suspicions began when I saw the same bottle types appear. These bottles are from no shop located upon the rogues. The contents of said bottles were always the same: high alcohol liquor, supposedly imported legally from the mainland, but I have failed to find proof of thereof. My first intent is to find the location of import into these inlands. Not many valid options exist due to the many underwater rock formations prohibiting the approach of the vessels. The docks are one possibility, though it would be too easy to spot the contraband. Another option could be the peninsula off of the Dark Rogue, though the entirety of that peninsula is surrounded by razor-sharp rocks sticking out of the bay, making any approach by large vessels suicide. There is also a small passageway leading deeper into the island, but it is far too cramped to allow passage to a smuggling vessel. Alright, October the 29th, 1818. Time finally allowed me to visit the Dark Rogue. I conversed with Thaddeus Cook, owner of the Dark Rogue's only tavern, the Black Bell. Although Mr. Cook denied any involvement in any such activities, I couldn't help but notice something off in his demeanor. For a man being interrogated by the law, he struck me as overconfident, even cocky. Man, was everyone on the dang island, like, involved in this? Like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like quite a lot of the characters are. Alright, I don't think there's any way to get in there. So, alright, well, let's head back out. I
Is
want
it
to
me?
make...
Or did the sea level drop?
It's low tide, yes.
It did?
If only I could talk to that constable.
It
I
did?
wish we could, honey.
Don't call me honey. Right?
Right?
Okay, I didn't notice the water changed any, but hey. Alright, and we just can't get in that side, apparently. But doesn't look like there's much that way anyway, so I'm alright with that. Looks like there's definitely a pathway over there, but I don't think I can get over there. Unless we can make a loop-de-loop. So we shall go this way. Wait. We did make a big loop-de-loop. I am beyond... Oh! I got it. Okay, I was so confused with her comment. Uh-oh. About the water level.
Thank you. Josh, is it?
Yes, Miss Crine.
You grew up here, on the islands.
Oh, yes, Miss Crine. We've been here for generations.
That sounds lovely. I think the islands are the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
Me too. Of course, I've seen nowhere else. But in truth, I've never wanted to.
Oh, there is a blessing in this gentle breeze that blows from the green fields and from the clouds.
You have a way with words, Miss Crine.
Oh, Wordsworth definitely does. He goes on, and from the sky, it beats against my
Better
cheek.
be careful, Miss Crine. These waves have a mind of their own.
Yes. I feel Wordsworth today. It's as if the sky itself is aware of how happy this place makes me. I can see why you remain here, Josh.
That was me.
That's what you get. Yeah, that was you.
That was you. I've never seen you. Not like that.
Mm-mm.
And that was Nora. She escaped my memory. Completely.
You took her to the lodge, yeah.
And I think you took her to Little Rogue.
Let's go find this lodge. On
Yes.
Little Rogue.
We shall. But like I was saying, I get the comment now about the low tide because this was not available before. But since it is low tide, we can get over there. So, makes sense, makes sense. Because this is originally how we went up the mountain. Pretty dang cool, honestly, how everything is just all connected. It's just one big loop around. Alright, well, let's go on our boat. Can I just step up? I stepped right on up. Alrighty. Let's go.
All set for Little Rogue?
Let's get this show on the road.
Let's go. I hope she knows where she's going, because I sure as heck don't. Oh. Well, I suppose we're about to find out. Oh, this is interesting. Oh my god, there's a lighthouse. Different types of trees. We've got a lot of statues I'm already seeing, which is very interesting. Everything off? My gosh, I don't think our boat sounds very good. Okay. Well...
Little Rogue. I'm so excited. Can you see the lodge yet?
It's tucked away, up on the hill.
Let's rock and roll. Yeah.
Let's go, Joshua.
My name's Josh.
Sorry. I didn't like let's rock and roll. I didn't really want to do that. Although I knew that he was going to be like, my name's
up
not
there.
Joshua.
The lodge, I mean.
We
Where?
can't get to the stairs.
Oh.
Don't need to. There's a servant's passageway. Those stairs were for the crowns only.
This? That doesn't look very high and mighty. Okay. Alright, well, we have to do the servant's way. Anything here? No? Alright. Oh, whoops. If I can walk right.
Damn.
Don't worry. Cordelia kept a spare key somewhere.
We'll find
Okay.
it.
So we need a key for that door. Whoa. Delirium.
Archie's. I like it here. This is the perfect place for a beer. Or a bloody smoke. Of course, I no longer have either. I can barely remember what they taste like. Gosh, a drink of any kind would be heaven right now. To make my brain stop for just like a minute. Make me feel normal, because you never shut it. Thank you. I should go back to the lodge. Go through those ledgers again. There's got to be something in there. That tart Cordelia, she was hiding something. Ah, so much for shutting it. No, I don't like her, and neither did you. Are you sure she doesn't have some brandy hidden away? Or some of that whiskey you keep talking about? Oh, that's a good idea. Thanks.
Is there anyone who does like Cordelia Crown?
You don't say. But the point is that this was Archie's place.
The gardener.
Yup. But the whole thing is, why would Josh be taking Cordelia, like, here, but he didn't like her? Like, I don't know. There's just something odd about that. Maybe he was her servant. I'm not really sure. Alright.
The lodge. Like it's been waiting for me.
What is that?
Such bizarre little creatures. I don't know if I'm charmed or appalled.
Looks like a little lion. I like it. I think it's kind of cool. Oh, there's another one. Oh, these kind of look like elven creatures. I don't know. Sun is setting, by the way. Well, time has definitely passed. What are these?
So this was a servant's trail?
Yes, that's where we walked. The lodge and everything else up there. That was their world.
Well out of reach, this is... Yeah.
Well out of reach. The life of a servant.
Whoa.
I took Nora in that boat. Doesn't mean I was their servant.
Oh, he took Nora. Okay, see, this is once again. Is he Nora's, like, husband? I don't know. So he didn't like Cordelia.
Is this here where you lived? Little Rogue?
It feels familiar, but it wasn't my home.
It's so fascinating. Okay, so I had that mixed up. For some reason, I thought he was taking Cordelia over here. Alright. Let's go back a few pages. Actually, more pages than what I thought. Okay, we seen that. 3 sisters. She seemed determined, ready to go down the rabbit hole. Such bravery. Understood the beckoning of the marshes and the beaches, but what was she hoping to find? Surely not her father. Such foolishness. I wonder, have these islands changed since she drew this map? She didn't map out the Dark Rogue. Walk me to the sea, I want more. The tingle of the ridges pressing in my fingertips takes me back to another time, back to her. Mom? He didn't budge. Sprouse felt that he had to conduct his investigation in secret. Was there anyone powerful enough to stop him? He was the police, after all. Who am I kidding? Sprouse wasn't a necessity. Someone else was. The answer was never at the bottom of a bottle, Archie. I've known people like you. Alcohol is your true demon. What was so bad, so horrible, you couldn't make it go away? Then who set the lodge on fire? Callum Compton. A good heart turned cold as ice. Alright. Well, there we are. We're up to date now, so... What a beautiful lighthouse, though. I'm gonna take a little gander around this way. You never know.
Such a strange atmosphere here. Don't you feel it?
What are you talking about? Oh, it's great out here.
I forgot you love every beach you see.
What can I say? The waves must have cast a spell over me.
Eerie, I say. Especially the water down there. I don't like this place one bit.
Don't worry, I've got you.
I see the ghost down here, so I'm like, I know I should go check out the house, but at the same time, I'm like, what's up here? Okay. Well, we're gonna go this way. Because I'm excited.
Is that Beatrice there?
What is she doing here?
Yeah, let's go talk
Let's
to
go
her.
talk to her.
I have to admit, she frightens me a little too. It's like she doesn't feel anything. Always glowering over us like that.
She's just rock hard, is all. Sometimes you need to be.
Well, I mean, she's been here for freaking a long, long time. So, you know. Hello?
Beatrice?
Oh, hello, Riley. That is your name, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that's my name.
Did you get rid of that ghost of yours yet?
No.
No. He's stubborn that way.
Hey!
Shh, not now. Talking to Beatrice.
I see you found your way to Little Rogue.
Yes, I really want to find the lodge.
That's very clever. You will find answers there.
Can I ask you something personal?
By all means.
Why do you not trust my ghost? Are you expect? Yeah.
Why do you not trust my ghost?
I cannot see him. I cannot sense him. That is unusual. And it feels wrong.
Should I be afraid?
Riley!
Am I in danger?
That is for you to decide. I will tell you that it is you that will need to make him leave. It's the only way.
How can you be so sure?
Because I never wanted to leave either. I used to come to this very same beach. With my father, I think. I'd play here while he'd go up and talk to Archie. I don't know what they talked about. But they'd be up there for hours if they'd stocked up on enough whiskey. I have lost so many. I still miss the ones I loved most. And the ones that hurt me the worst. I cannot leave them.
They're all gone, Beatrice.
I know that. They've all been gone for so long. I forgot their names.
And yet, you do not want to go.
I do not. You never know. They might come back. You may leave me now. I will find you again.
And she's gone.
Why does she keep doing that?
That's so sad. Oh my gosh. She just sticks around because, I mean, basically she's honestly pretty lonely. But more than that, oh crap, I can't go back up now. I'm stuck down here. That's lovely. That's great. I could have completely skipped over that house. Flip! Did not know that. Ah! That's gonna make me so mad. Well, isn't this beautiful? We have seals dancing. That's gorgeous. And we can't go that way. I'm gonna, honest to gosh, I'm so mad that if I can't go back to that house. The Heart of Little Rogue.
Hey, diary. Today is not a good day. It's a sad day. There's so much death here. And so many tears. I can feel them all. Josh told me about this cave. A legend. About selkies coming on shore and hiding their skins here. Then they dance on the beach over there. I've done that. I love dancing, especially on the beach or at the fun tree. How I wish I could put on my sealskin and glide into the ocean. Sink beneath the waves and let the cold salt water wash away his voice. And that sadness. Such sadness. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Josh, please. Just let me go. Just let me go.
I don't know what to...
Then don't say anything.
Like, what in the hell? Like, also, that rock almost looks like a face. There's an eye. Okay. But like, come on. Is it really, like, taking over their minds like that to the point where, like, they just don't want to even live? Oh, we got another memory here. Is this Josh? Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Please stay.
You may want to come down from that tree, Miss Crown. It's unsafe.
Oh, but this is a solid branch. Why don't you come see for yourself? It's a new world from here.
Miss Crown,
Yes,
I'm glad you stayed.
that's awfully nice of you to say so. And I'm glad too.
We're friends.
I wouldn't call it that. She was just being nice.
She
You
wants to
sure
see
it
the world
wasn't more?
differently. I want that. Knowing this can't go on forever.
What do you mean?
I wish I could see your face.
Riley.
Don't mind me. I'm being silly.
Like, the whole thing is, though, I mean, this poor woman that's on the cassette tapes, I mean, she's talking about the fact that there's so much sadness, and it's just, it's overwhelming her. Like, you know, the human mind can only take so much sometimes before it just completely shuts down. Maybe that's what he's done to all of them. Like, it's almost kind of like feeding off of it. I don't know. Quite
I'm
a
unsure
sad
what our
story,
next
though.
move might be.
We're heading for the big house, right?
It's where she lived.
That's just where she lived, right?
I thought you liked Nora.
How can I like somebody I don't know?
Do you like me?
You know I do.
I knew you'd see sense.
Like all the others that came before.
Riley, are you jealous?
No, because that will be ridiculous. Look, I'm not jealous, all right? I've said this before.
Doesn't mean it's true, though.
And see, here I am, and I'm like, I'm not necessarily jealous. I'm more concerned than anything. Okay, so we did make it to the house.
Her mother's.
Cordelia Crown.
But that's her window, up there. I remember her climbing out to go down to her tree.
Ah. See, I think they were more than just friends. Okay, I'm so glad I was able to make it back to this. Very glad indeed. Let me check out the outside. That's always the rule. Nothing here. Nice gazebo, though. I want to check over this way.
Riley, we need to see what's up there, in the lodge. It's where Nora used to live.
I know.
Before she moved out.
Oh. So you're basically saying that, like, that's leaving. Like, I can't get back up if I go down there. Look at the fountain, though. That is so pretty. Okay. Alright, I'm going, Josh. Chill out. I'll make my way. And that's where we just were. Can you imagine, like, people on this island who really do not have any sort of 21st century tools making such statues like that? I mean, there's places on Earth that exist like that, like Easter Island and stuff, which we still have no clue how they even made that. But that's just amazing. So cool. Let's look at our journal. Alright. Well, let's go in.
Main entrance.
The only one Cordelia ever used. And she made very sure no servant ever did.
That's so crappy. Good lord.
10th of November 1943. My sweet little Elfins. I'm sitting on old Cordelia Crown's porch. Or what's left of it. She's been dead for a century now. Still, she makes me so mad. I wish I could yell, kick, and scream. The Crowns were so corrupt, and Cordelia Crown took her family for granted. She treated them so shabbily. But I suppose I treat you girls the same, don't I? I didn't value you enough to come home. I tell myself that I can't. That I'm afraid to see your shiny faces. That I have too much blood on my hands. What if it's a lie? What if I am just like Cordelia Crown? Carrie hates such talk. She tells me I'm too hard on myself. That we all survive and do the best we can. But I don't know. When you make mistakes, you must pay your debts. And I can never make up for all my sins. But I did some good once upon a time. I helped create you. Oh, I've gone down the morose path again, didn't I? I shall sign off. Leave you to happier thoughts. Your loving father.
He knew. He knew what she did.
We've got to pull our weight. Figure it out for ourselves.
Well, we shall try.